Guest of honor, Madam Sophia Musia, Principal Secretary, State Department of Wildlife, Dr. Erastus Kanga, Director General of KWS, Dr. Chumo, Conservation Secretary, our DCC, Mr. Bernard Okwiri. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocols have observed. Good afternoon. Yeah, it is a great honor to stand before you on this important day, the World Rhino Day, and day when the world pauses to focus its attention on one of the most iconic yet critically endangered animal on earth, the rhinoceros. Every year, on 22nd September, people across the globe come together to remember, to reflect, and act. This year's theme is 5 rhinos forever, serving our heritage. It's just a phrase. It is not only a phrase, it's a commitment. It is also a challenge. It is a call to each and every one of us to rise to the occasion. World Rhino Day reminds us that the story of rhino is not just about survival of animal. It's also about the survival of ecosystem. It is about the survival of the culture. It's also about the survival of livelihood for the generations to come. So when we look at the global picture, what do we see? There are 5 species of rhino in the world over. 2 are found in Africa. One is the black rhino and the white rhino. And then there are 3 in Asia. One is the great one-horned rhino, the Sumatran rhino, and the Savan rhino. All the 5 species face one common enemy, and that is human greed. Through poaching, habitat destruction, illegal trade, and some like the Savan and Sumatran rhinos are on the very brink of extinction with fewer than 100 left on the entire planet. Imagine that an entire species reduces to a small number, which is like a single village in Isiolo. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a story of despair. It is a story of hope. In India and in Nepal, the greater one-horned rhino has made a remarkable comeback thanks to the strong protection and community involvement. Around the world, countries are investing in drone technology, DNA tracking, and artificial intelligence to protect rhinos and arrest poachers before they strike. We have seen that work. We have seen with leadership, unity, and courage, conservation can win. And yet, for us here in Isiolo, this story is deeply personal. Many years ago, Isiolo was home to rhinos. They roamed freely in the Shaba area, where they were not just animals, but neighbors. Creatures respected and coexisted with the people. Shaba was once a stronghold for these magnificent animals. But then came the dark days. In the 1970s, the rampant poaching and insecurity swept across the regions. Slowly, the rhino disappeared. By the late 1970s, the last rhino in Shaba was sighted. Since then, more than 4 decades have passed without a single rhino in Isiolo. Let us reflect on what that means. The absence of rhino in Isiolo is not just a loss of biodiversity. It is the loss of our history. It is the loss of our culture. It is the loss of our opportunity for the people of Isiolo. Imagine what it would mean for Isiolo today if rhinos still roamed Shaba. Imagine the tourists. Imagine the jobs. Imagine the pride of our people in saying, yes, the rhino is in the land of, Isiolo is in the land of rhinos. Ladies and gentlemen, our story does not have to end with the loss. Our story can be written. Isiolo is strategically placed at the very heart of northern regions, sharing ecosystem with Samburu, Laikipia, and Meru. We are part of the vital ecological corridor. That positioning makes us not just dreamers, but rightful candidates for the introduction of rhino. The introduction of rhino to Shaba would do more than restore the nature. It would, 1, diversify Isiolo's tourism products, making us a premier conservation destination. Number two, it will create jobs for our young people. Tour guides, rangers, cultural performers, and also artisans and entrepreneurs. It will also boost the county revenue to fund schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. It will also empower our communities, opening doors for cultural tourism, craft, and the conservation, and the linked enterprises. This is not only about rhinos, it is about dignity, it is about prosperity, it is about giving our children future rooted in both heritage and opportunity. As the county government of Isiolo, we declare today our commitment. One, we are committed to working with the KWS, the national government, international conservation partners, and the other neighbors to assess the feasibility of reintroduction of rhino into the Shaba. We are also committed to ensuring that this vision aligns with the Kenya National Rhino Strategy so that Isiolo is not left behind in the national effort to protect this magnificent species. We are also committed to strengthen security in our rangelands because without peace, there can be no conservation. And above all, committed to putting our people, the custodian of this land, at the very center of this effort. Because conservation without community is a castle built on sand. If our people are not involved and then benefit, they cannot protect the animals and they cannot be able to thrive in our ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Rhino Day is not just about remembering the past, it is about shaping the future. A future where rhinos and people live side by side, a future where rhinos become a global example of community-driven conservation, a future where our children will not just hear stories about rhinos, but we will see them, touch them, ground they walk on, and inherit a living legacy. As I conclude, on this World Rhino Day 2025, let us stand together and say with one united voice, yes, rhino can turn to Shaba. Yes, Isiolo can reclaim its lost heritage. Yes, we will leave a legacy, not extinction, but of life for our children and for our children, and for the world.